Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'll be introducing the latest Masters of Science program in NUS, Masters of Science in Forensic Science. This is a new program, and we already have our first intake of students who came in August of this year. Now, this is a very exciting program. Okay. Here we have the Masters of Forensic Science program. Is a multidisciplinary graduate degree program. It is a combination of both law and science. It is hemmed by Prof. Stella Tan. As you can see in the recent advertisement in the Straits Times, is a new program. Its objective is to help students to step up as the next generation of leaders in Singapore's forensic science sector. All right. Okay. We have done a survey, and the Faculty of Science has done a survey, and we have found out that for interest in Masters of Science program, there is a lot of interest in forensic science, right? Right, and in partnership with Dr. Henry Lee from the Institute of Forensic Science and Criminal Justice at the University of New Haven. This is what Dr. Lee has to say about Prof. Stella, widely recognized as Singapore's foremost expert in forensic science. Stella passes on her passion in the subject to her students. An extensive and diverse experience in the criminal justice system provides real-world examples for her classes. I'm working with Stella to develop the forensic science curriculum of NUS and to strengthen the international collaboration between NUS and forensic science programs in the US for students to attend summer and exchange programs. Dr. Henry Lee. Okay. Okay. Now, the program is by coursework. There are two core modules: a research project in forensic science consisting of 16 modular credits, and a survey of forensic science, the introductory module, which is 4 modular credits. Together with these 2 compulsory modules, you have to pick 5 elective modules from the elective module list. Okay, and currently we have the following modules: Advanced CSI Techniques, Forensic Defense Science, Digital Forensic Investigation, Forensic Psychiatry and Psychology, Forensic Science in Major Cases. Now, these modules are hemmed by practitioners, experts in their fields. Well, it's not an academic course of study, it's a practitioner course of study, right? We have a partnership with home team agencies such as the police force, the home team technology and research. We have also partnership with IMH and other agencies, right? Together with the level 5,000 credits modules, there are also level 4,000. You can replace 2 of the level 4,000, or sorry, you can replace 2 of the level 5,000 with the level 4,000 modules, right? Okay. Okay, so this is our first batch of forensic science master students taking our course this August, and you can see they are all highly engaged and in crime scene investigation, in techniques, and on hands-on experiences. Okay. Okay. This is also another of our classes. This is Advanced CSI Techniques. It's taught by the police, where they're teaching advanced photography techniques for crime scene purposes. Right. Next. Okay. Together with the modular credits, there's also a 16 unit research project in forensic science, and we have various fields for research, and this is also in partnership with the police and CNB. We also have an ongoing project with MIT. It involves the use of Raman spectroscopy to look at drugs and other products. Right. So all these are very exciting projects which we welcome our students to try out. Okay. Right. And you can see some of the projects that we have using Raman spectroscopy, doing soil analysis, looking at rate of decomposition and forensic entomology, right? And looking at drugs, and also looking at soil, right? Okay, well, that is all I have for the Forensic Science Master's Program. Now, if you have any questions, I'll remain to answer your queries. Okay. On to you, Prof. Roman.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, hello everyone. I'm very excited to introduce to you a master's that we are working on and hoping to start next year. This is the Masters in Conservation, Sustainability, and Nature-Based Climate Solutions. The Masters will be hosted by the Department of Biological Sciences of NUS, and it's strongly supported by the NUS Center of Nature-Based Climate Solutions. This is a new center. National Park Boards, Wildlife Reserve Singapore, and then the international NGOs working in conservation in the region, among them Wildlife Conservation Society, World Wildlife Fund, and Conservation International. So why are we proposing these new masters? Well, the rationale is that we are in Southeast Asia, which is a region that is growing economically very fast. This is creating a wide variety of issues, environmental issues, also social issues. As you know, Southeast Asia is one of the most mega diverse regions in the world. We are hosting 3 biodiversity areas, and it presents one of the highest rates in the world of endemism and threat. So we have a huge biodiversity crisis, and we have the need of a growing population that requires and put pressure on the environment. So the only way to solve this problem is through sustainable development, and this is the biggest challenge in the region. How do we implement sustainable development? At the backdrop of this, what we have is the huge threat of climate change that is unfolding, and is going to get worse in the coming decades. So in this under this bleak situation, and in which we find, we are in a high need for a master's program that will be able to train the next generation of leaders in conservation, sustainability, and climate change, and finding solutions through nature to combat and to mitigate climate change. So with NUS being the top university in the region, we want to create a hub through these masters for these future leaders in sustainability, given the large need. So this is just to put things in perspective. If COVID seems like a huge problem, but the problems I'm talking about are much bigger and are going to be with us for the next decades and generations. So climate change, biodiversity loss, and how to feed the population while keeping the benefits that we obtain for nature is a huge problem that we are going to have. So this is the course structure to train these future leaders in sustainability and conservation and climate change, nature-based solutions. We have a core component, which is half of the modular credits, 20 MCs, modular credits, and then the important part of this component is the project. And this is highly flexible, allows the student to choose exactly what they want to specialize on and have that competitive advantage on. So that makes the program very flexible. And to add to the flexibility, we could have a project that would be based on through a company. So you can choose a certain company, sustainability department, or some NGO or government, and you do your internship with them, and then you work closely to get trained for the skills that you will need to work in that sector. If you are more interested on something more applied on research, more academic, you can also pursue a dissertation through the different professors that are part of the masters. Then we have two core modules that are compulsory. The first one is conservation program and practice. This module is engaging practitioners from all the different sectors involved with sustainability, from NGO, government, companies, and they will equip and give a view of the different problems and how they are being tackled through the different actors. And then we have another module on topics on nature-based climate solutions, how we can use nature to combat climate change and the different interventions that we have at hand. So for example, how we use nature to cool the climate in Singapore. And then we have electives, and there is a broad range of electives, and more will be added. And these electives are divided in three different streams. The first stream is science conservation and sustainability interface. There we offer more depth ecological knowledge of the biological systems associated with the conservation of nature and sustainability. Then we have another stream that is based more on transferable skills. And these streams will equip you with the latest data analytics techniques, modeling, mathematical modeling. You can also choose conservation genomics, and we'll have courses on remote sensing and geographic information systems. So these techniques, these transferable skills are geared towards sustainability, but they're also transferable to other sectors if you later want to transition to other sectors. And then we have the conservation and sustainability policy that is geared towards skills like leadership, and is more related to social science. So there we have environmental law, environmental economics, governance, policy, and sustainability. So as I say, it's very flexible, and the idea is that you decide how you want to train for which specific future career. So that's the masters, but you don't need, if you don't want to do the full masters, we have also graduate certificate options, for example, for people that are working and they want to do it in their spare time. Then what you can, let's say you want to catch up with a specific topics. So then you can, for example, choose 2 modules on the science conservation interface or conservation and sustainability analysis and tools, and then you update yourself, upgrade yourself, and then you go back. These graduate certificates are highly subsidized. I didn't say, but the master's also has a part-time option. So why sustainability? Why conservation and climate change? Are there going to be jobs? Is it going to be something that will open doors? It will, and it should, because sustainability is the only option we have for the present and the future generation. And the pandemic has made clear that the only thing to bounce back and to be resilient and to be strong is through a green recovery. And that's having a green economy and bioeconomy, and that's the only way that we can thrive in the future and the climate change. And as you know, we have a new Ministry of Sustainability, and if you were aware of the latest address by the Minister, Grace Fu, Singapore is strongly focused on sustainability and combating climate change. So the prospects is that there will be an increase in green jobs in Singapore, and the government is very committed to that. But not only Singapore, we are talking about helping save the planet. So if you want a minimum full masters, if you want something that will equip you to help the world, and on the same time to ride the new wave of jobs, and to make a difference, I think this is a master that I will consider. So I hope to see you, Jenny. Thank you very much. Okay, I pass the time now to Prof. Dai Min. He's going to introduce another exciting masters.
Yes, thank you. Okay, good afternoon. Thank you for coming. So I'm going to give a brief introduction to our master program in quantitative finance. First, I will give an overview about our program, followed by the career opportunities. Then I will introduce August, the next August admission. Okay, so first, this program is a by-course program. That means you only need to finish some courses, total of 10 courses. There is no thesis requirement. So actually, our program offered both in Singapore and in Shanghai. So our local program was launched in 10 years ago. So this program was joined with, this program was run by the Department of Mathematics, joined with the Department of Economics and Department of Applied Probability and Statistics at NUS. Students can fulfill this program with a minimum of 1 year. That means you can finish it by the 2 regular seminars, regular semesters, plus 2 summer terms. Some students would like to stay longer in Singapore, then can extend this to 2 years. For part-time students, this need longer time. For our program in Shanghai, which was launched 2 years ago, so this is joined with School of Mathematical Sciences, Shanghai Jiao Tong University. So this is actually a single degree program. So only NUS will give the degree, and Shanghai Jiao Tong University will only give a certificate. So the teaching will be mainly in the campus of Shanghai Jiao Tong University in Shanghai. The teaching language is still English. The first year student must stay in Shanghai. Students have option to come to Singapore in year 2. This program will cover the following 4 topics. First is about pricing of financial derivatives. So by the financial derivatives, it means options, futures, something like that. So the option pricing plays a critical role in the derivative pricing. So for this topic, we'll first introduce a Black-Scholes model. Also some models beyond the Black-Scholes framework. Then we'll introduce some, we'll teach the pricing of some exotic products such as Asian option, look-back options, barrier options, and some structural products such as mortgage-backed securities, the convertible bonds. So we'll also cover the fixed income products and some credit derivatives. The second topic is about investment strategy. So for example, the asset allocation is one of the topics. And also we have a course on the quantitative trading strategy. So risk management is actually close to relevant to the above 2 topics, the derivative pricing and the investment strategies. You can see the in the investment bank and the Department of Risk Management becomes more and more important. The last one is about fintech, such as blockchain technology and machine learning applications of neural network to finance. Now, since this program involves quite a lot of advanced mathematics, so many applicants would like to ask if they don't have the math backgrounds, will they qualify for this program? So actually, more than 60% of our students don't have the math background. That means their undergraduate major are not mathematics or statistics. So they are actually they're coming from the business school, the Department of Economics, or engineering, or some physics background. Okay, so anyhow, students need to know need to have some preliminary knowledge on advanced mathematics, such as elementary probability and statistics, calculus, linear algebra, and ordinary differential equation. For this program, we are touched some advanced mathematics, such as probability and statistics, stochastic calculus, partial differential equations, optimization, and numerical methods, and so on. So don't worry even if you have never learned these advanced mathematics, because we are going to teach you, combined with some examples in the financial industry. About programming skill, we will teach you C++, which is widely used in financial industry. Also the Python and MATLAB. So if you already have some preliminary knowledge about programming, that will be good. But even if you know nothing, don't worry. Okay, why to choose NUS? So of course, NUS is the flagship university in Singapore. It's ranked among the top 1 in Asia. In particular, the NUS has a strong team in mathematical finance and relevant fields like the probability, statistics, and data science. For example, our mathematical finance group has 5 members, Professor Chen Kan, Professor Chen Yin, myself, Professor Mark Weber, Professor Zhou Chao. So the other groups in probability, statistics, and data science includes the Professor Ji Hui, Professor Ren Weiqing, also Professor Chen. So Singapore is also a regional financial center, so it provides many internship opportunities. So actually we have an internship course. If students choose this course, they can conduct the full-time internship in Singapore without need of a working pass. Some of our courses are taught by the practitioners from financial industry. So our curriculum design and development leverage on the NUS research and expertise. We often have the regular the program review and launch new program modules in order to reflect market changes. As I mentioned, our program started in 2009, so we have a large number of alumni. So we have a strong alumni network in Singapore, also in China. Many of our former students are working in Shanghai, and Beijing, and Shenzhen. So since this program is mainly in our Department of Mathematics, you may ask whether a degree in math department is good. But actually in this field, if you have a degree from the math department, that's actually an advantage because nowadays the financial industry involves quite a lot of advanced mathematics. So if you have a degree in math department, that's good. Many of our former students are working in the financial industry, including the commercial and the investment banks, security firms, hedging funds, also exchanges, asset management companies, insurance companies. So here is a list of the sample employers of our recent graduates, including many investment banks, also some the asset allocation companies and the insurance companies. Okay, now let's look at our next August admission. Actually, the online application system will open in October. So we'll start to review the applications in late November. So the application deadline is January, the end of the January next year. And this is for the local program. For the Shanghai program, the application deadline is a little bit late. It's in middle April. Okay, so for the admission requirement, as long as you have a 4-year undergraduate degree or an honors degree, you will be qualified. If your English was not the instruction language in the undergraduate study, you need to provide the score of the TOEFL or other tests. So usually we interview, if you are shortlisted, we'll interview you. So only a few students will not be offered without the interview. Most of the students will be interviewed. So we have a written examination for mathematics. The main reason is our program involves quite a lot of advanced mathematics. So the preliminary knowledge in mathematics is necessary. So the written examination will be mainly on the elementary probability and statistics, calculus, linear algebra, and ordinary differential equation, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, here is the tuition. So the tuition in Singapore is slightly higher than that in Shanghai. But for more information, I would like to visit our webpage.